Do you love broccoli cheese soup from Panera? Well, if you do, this recipe is inspired by that childhood favorite of mine, but it's so much more delicious. Hi, I'm Becca from Fork in the Kitchen, and I am here to help you make meatless meals that everyone will love. Be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss a recipe. This broccoli cheese soup has added cauliflower to mix things up a bit. It is so cozy and comforting, you're gonna love it. Let's get started. Grab a Dutch oven or large stock pot and melt butter over medium heat. Start by sauteing the onion for a minute, and then we're adding the garlic and a pinch of salt. Cooking the aromatics first allows a really great flavor to develop and creates a wonderful base for our soup. Whisk in flour and keep stirring for about 1 to 2 minutes to cook it. Continue to whisk to ensure that it doesn't burn, and then it'll create a paste or a roux with the butter and onion mixture. Then whisk in the vegetable stock until it's fully incorporated. Add half and half salt, black pepper, and white pepper. White pepper adds a really great depth of flavor, but we're only using about 1/8 of a teaspoon here, so it's not overpowering. Next, add in the broccoli, cauliflower, and finally the shredded carrot. Bring the soup to a simmer, just so it's gently bubbling. Don't boil it or the dairy will risk separating. Gently simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes until the veggies are tender enough to be pierced with a fork. The last step is to add our shredded cheese to the soup. So 2 notes about the cheese. One is that I recommend shredding your own cheese from a block. Use a food processor or a block grater. This makes it so much easier to melt because there aren't any anti-caking agents on it. The second thing is that we're adding it in batches, letting it melt in between each addition so that it doesn't clump up. This makes for a really smooth soup and gets that cheese incorporated all throughout. It's seriously that easy. Dinner is ready in just about 30 minutes. Now, all that's left to do is dig in. That is the ultimate comfort right there. It is like a hug in a bowl. It is so cheesy, creamy, and these bites of cauliflower and broccoli throughout, they're so tender, and those little bits of carrot, it's just so good. Also, be sure to serve it with some baguette to sop it up. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. I will see you back here next week for another meatless meal that everyone will love. Until then, happy eating. Yes, we're done. We're done. Becca, you're not quite done yet.